The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Hi, I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker of Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm here with my husband, co-host, fellow realtor, Pat Devaney.
Good morning, Jackie. How are you today?
Excellent. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
We have a special guest. We have Jenna Urban, co-owner of LMJ Sheds. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here with us. We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we review many real estate topics. We have a full-time real estate office with many exceptional realtors. They've been listing, selling, and appraising real estate for 50-plus years.
During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com. Or you can give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab. We have a webcam on the building, and it's facing Dunmore Corners, and we get thousands of hits a month on that camera. Everybody wants to know what's going on in Dunmore.
Right. We're a hopping place, Pat.
Oh, man, I can't believe it.
Look us up on social media. We're pretty much everywhere. And remember, jruddy.com is mobile friendly, where you can also listen to archive radio shows and see all the popular podcasts that we feature the radio show on. That's jruddy.com. Okay, Jenna Urban co-owns LMJ Sheds with her husband, Bob Urban. So could you tell me a little bit about yourself, please, and LMJ Sheds?
Sure. So my husband, we were talking offline, is a landscaper. So during COVID, he had mentioned that he was putting a lot of pads in for sheds. And he said, hey, let's maybe we'll start selling some sheds. And at the time, I laughed because I thought, like, how much money can you make selling sheds? So we put a couple sheds on our landscaping lot, and they sold very quickly. So at the time I was teaching, and the joke was, who was teaching summer school post-COVID. And I said, I think I'm going to be selling sheds. And all the teachers laughed at me and stuff. So, and apparently I kind of started selling sheds, and it just took off. So I left my teaching position, and it is now my full-time job.
Who's laughing now?
Right.
So you have currently two locations. We're going to talk about where they are.
Right.
And you're going to be opening a third. So let me know where these places are, please.
So we are a sheds direct dealer. And so we are located in Dunmore on the top of Drinker Street, and also in Lake Ariel Highway. And our third location is in Montrose, and that will be opening up in this summer.
Wonderful. Okay. Right. There is a demand for sheds.
Yeah.
And
everybody needs a place to put their stuff. Right? Everybody's got a lot of stuff. You got to put the lawnmowers, you got to put the weed whackers, especially you understand because you do lawnscaping. So you can't leave that stuff out.
Exactly. And during COVID, it actually became more of a thing, for people with office space and places for their kids to do schoolwork, and then the she shed and the man cave.
Wait. What is that? A she shed? Is that like to get away from your husband or something?
It is.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
All right, because Jackie has been asking for one of these. I don't know why.
They have become increasingly popular, but gone are the days where they're just a box.
Right.
So there used to be these ugly things, right?
They're very nice.
Push off to the side or the corner. But they're unique for so many different reasons. Like you said, you can make it an office, you can use it as storage, you can do so many different things with it.
Right. And you could customize it to kind of like match your house. That's a big thing in a lot of developments. They have ordinance around matching their house with vinyl and so forth. So they could totally be customized. We've had people, even kind of put bathrooms in, be able to, obviously we don't put the bathrooms in, but to kind of put walls up inside and so forth to make, like a little she shed and have the bathroom inside.
So some of these HOAs dictate that if you have a a shed that it has to match your home?
Some do. Yeah, certain developments do. Every borough has different requirements when it comes to a portable shed, a portable building, with permits or with matching their house, how far away it would need to be from, obviously the neighbors and so forth. So it's just really important to make sure that you know what your borough requires before you do purchase the shed.
You can get real fancy. Windows, skylights, like you said, a bathroom.
Right.
Imagine.
Right. So we also have cottages, which are very popular that you can get them, ready with the breaker box, ready for electricity, all the wiring done for you. So you're basically just, calling in an electrician and then having them come and hook up. And then you have kind of an outside office, or we've had some people buy them for, their kids to kind of hang out, a place for their kids to go outside with their friends and so forth.
How about, I heard you were on the TV and something about a chicken coop?
Yeah, so we were on, so Joe Snedeker last week had, a chicken extravaganza. So my husband and I we watched the news and, we're entertained in the morning and with his rubber chickens. And I said to him, we should bring him a chicken coop. And my husband just laughed at me, but my personality is like, no, I'm really going to bring him a chicken coop, right? So I just showed up at the station and I said I had delivery for Joe Snedeker, and I had emailed Joe prior to that, so giving him a heads up. So in the meantime, he'd gotten to his general manager, and so she came out, and so we were able to donate that. And the good thing is that he's going to actually do some sort of raffle for Go Joe, and we also donated the chicken coop for them to raffle off so they can make some money.
Oh, nice.
For St. Joe's.
Very nice. But chickens are a thing.
They are.
Especially since eggs.
I see them in Dunmore.
Right.
I see them walking around.
A lot of people have chickens.
Right. Well, with the price of, I think, eggs going up and with the price of everything going up, that became a thing too. Like chicken coops are very popular. And as you said before, like when you used to just buy, ugly types of chicken coops, now these are very pretty, right? You could get them to match your house. You could get them to match your shed. So customizing them and then also serving the purpose of, housing the chickens and giving them enough room.
I looked into this a little bit about having chickens in Dunmore, because there's somebody 2 blocks away that has the chickens. You can have up to a certain amount. I forget what the number is.
I believe it's 3.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember the number. But you cannot have a rooster.
Right.
No, really. Because I would see how good a sniper I am if there was a rooster next door at 5:30 in the morning doing his thing.
Right.
Yeah, and I'd have a silencer.
We've
and
lived through
the
much
cops
worse than a rooster,
Yes,
dear.
yes,
We did. So getting back to these unique chicken coops and sheds, how about dog houses?
Yes, so we have dog houses, the kennels, and they have they have runners in them, lots of room, especially for the summer, for the dogs to be outside. And then we also have playhouses for kids, and they're very popular as well. They're very eye-catching playhouses. And then inside has a loft that the kids can kind of climb up on, and then there's a swing outside. So that's something else that, you could customize, and it's very popular.
Now, you said your husband was doing the pad preparation. What is the process of getting one of these? What's involved?
Right. So most of the time, you just need to have a level area to put the shed. But in order to, maintain the shed and to make sure that there's no problems with the flooring of it, you want to have a secure base to it. So most of the time, it's just gravel, 2B gravel. That he would, put some 2x4s,
right,
and make sure that around it, and there's also people that put cement in as well. Not necessary, but it's definitely helpful if you were putting more of a cottage or something like that you were going to put electricity in and be out there more. But it's not, again, it's your preference. It just has to be level. And we also have a leveling block kit, but then sometimes animals can get underneath it. Mm-hmm. So that's why we do recommend the gravel. So, so he's very busy with that. And it's great because we could kind of, work together to get, if I get the shed purchase, then I'm able to work with him and make sure that the gravel pad gets down before the delivery and so forth. So we're not bringing in a third party. We do have a third party delivery service, but that's all handled through Sheds Direct, who we are a dealer for. So they handle all that.
So do you have any prefab sheds, or are you just custom?
So everything is like we have a lot that has all of everything, that you could purchase off the lot. And right now we're trying to get rid of a lot of inventory.
How many sheds would you say you have on your lot?
We probably have about 40.
So there are all different sizes and choices.
Right. So there's even garage options. So there's garage doors, there's barn style, there's A-frame. We do have clubhouses and kennels and the chicken coops that people can go up and look at. So there's all different colors and so forth. And the price really doesn't vary. Like it's similar if you customize it or if you purchase it off the lot. But some people like to get it right away, right? Like off the lot, it's 2 weeks. And to customize something, you're looking at between 4 and 6 weeks for delivery.
Okay. That's not bad.
No.
All right.
No. So basically, people do say like, oh, I could just build my own shed, right? But then when you price everything out, you're basically paying the same thing that if you had somebody do it for you. And who has the time really to go in the backyard and build a shed?
Well, we had our builder build our shed.
We did.
Yeah.
But it was secure. It's not a temporary. The difference between our shed and ours, your sheds are considered temporary buildings?
It's considered portable. So if you were going
that's
to
the
like,
word.
yes, so
Portable.
Right, portable. So if you were going to move, you could basically
You can take your shed.
take
if you're attached to your shed.
You can get a forklift, pick it up. But it's not built off of whatever the pad that you put down, the foundation. They just come in and
set it.
And place it right there.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
And then when you leave, you can pick it up and take it.
Right. And some people do move it even within their yard, right? Like they might place it somewhere and then a couple of years later they might say, oh, I might want to move it over to the other side of the yard, as they grow into the house and so forth.
All right. Who doesn't need more storage?
I do.
Right?
I need more storage.
Yeah. So
And she said the key word, garage.
yeah.
I love garages.
Yes, we did have somebody last year. So we love seeing the customization, right? What people do with it after it gets delivered. We had somebody in Dunmore actually bought a garage, and he finished it off. We have LuxGuard flooring that he put in, so the floor was finished, and he put a bar inside, and then his weights. Like he sent us pictures of the inside, and it was great. It was his own man cave.
And he told his wife it was a garage.
Yes, right. I know.
That's how he sold it. That's
See,
good.
in
That's
3 weeks, dear.
That's a smart guy.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I want to customize, do I go online and do it myself, or do you do the designs?
Yeah, so you have 2 options. We can set up an appointment and do it together, or you could do it online on our website, lmjsheds.com. We actually have a 3D shed builder. So that gives us a good idea of what you're looking for. Even if you didn't want something customized and you were just looking for the windows to be in a certain area or the door, a lot of people have preference to, what side the doors are on, depending on what their backyard looks like. So we always recommend to do the 3D builder, and then we could even look in the inventory. So the good thing about being a dealer for Sheds Direct is that, we can kind of, similar to a car dealership, with Ford. If I was a Ford dealer and I didn't have a yellow Ford Focus and somebody wanted a yellow Ford Focus, I could go look off of other dealers within the district. So same thing for Sheds Direct. Since we are a dealer for Sheds Direct, we could look within the district. And there are other Sheds Direct dealers, within, probably like 120 miles that we could kind of pull inventory from. So if you were looking for a certain shed, we might be able to get it quicker if I know exactly what you're looking for by taking it off another lot.
Nice. That's great. With us today is Jenna Urban, co-owner of LMJ Sheds. And there are 2 locations currently, one in Dunmore on Drinker Street, East Drinker Street, and one in Lake Ariel. And you will soon open the Montrose site.
Right.
Okay. How does someone get in touch with you, Jenna?
Sure. So you could go to our website, lmjsheds.com, and you could Also, call us 570-218-8003.
One more time with the number.
Sure, 570-218-8003.
And you can choose which store you want to be connected with.
Correct, yep. There'll be extension 1 is Dunmore, extension 2 is Lake Ariel, and extension 3 will soon be Montrose.
Wonderful. Okay, Pat?
Yes, we have a beautiful 4-bedroom, 2-bath home at 104 Washington Street in West Pittston for $229,000. This home has beautiful built-in cabinets and exposed original 1869 wood and brick. This is an old building. It has an open living room and dining room, along with an eat-in kitchen, a first-floor laundry on a 65 by 150 lot. There is a covered rear porch, large yard, and a patio, and an oversized garage. This is a beautiful and unique property that has to be seen to be appreciated. That's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home at 104 Washington Street in West Pittston for $229,000, and that's listed by Dan Callahan of our office.
Thank you, Pat. Let's pause to appreciate our sponsor this week, Warren Construction. Do you have a never-ending list of household repairs and projects? Let Warren Construction and Handyman Services take care of it all for you. They specialize in a wide range of services from minor fixes to major renovations, and they are committed to providing quality workmanship at an affordable price. Their skilled and reliable handymen will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your home is transformed into the space you've always wanted. Don't wait any longer to tackle those home improvement projects. They take pride in helping their customers because you matter. Contact Warren Construction today at 570-209-2351 or visit warrenconstructionpa.com. Okay, what's more stressful than moving? Now,
I don't know. What's more stressful than moving? I don't know. Coming back from vacation? I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty stressful. Reality, wow.
Yeah, reality sucks.
Just zings you right back in, right? This is from the Pennsylvania Association of Realtors. Well, there's not much more stressful than moving. New homeowners who purchased in either 2021 or 22 recently ranked some of life's biggest stressors, and this was a survey conducted by U.S. News and World Report. Moving came out as the biggest stressor, followed by a breakup, interviewing for a new job, starting a new job, planning a wedding, having a baby, and getting a new pet. Of the 67% who hired professional movers to do the job, 86% said it was worth the value. 36% said the most stressful part of moving was the arranging and scheduling of the move. 20% cited the cost as a stressor, and 19% said it's the post-move unpacking that stressed them out.
Well, that's your job.
What do you think?
I think when we moved, she did everything. Everything. She had the movers. She unpacked. I went to unpack. She said, "Don't touch anything."
Yeah, I just have a thing about knowing where everything is. So,
right.
Yeah. No, I have to agree. Moving really is one of the...
Yes, it's I dread it.
Yeah, worst things to look forward to. Although, when you're focused on your new place, it's a good thing.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. We'll be right back. When considering to sell or buy a home, why choose Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate? Let me tell you why. 70% of home buyers settle for the first agent they meet, and many regret it. 90% of home sellers hire an agent, but was it the right choice? Don't have agent remorse. I'm Jackie Ruddy, and I've been in and around the real estate business for most of my life. And at Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate, we've been selling real estate for half a century. But we do not do it halfway. You deserve better than average. Average doesn't help you. We know it's all about you and what you need. Century 21 is the #1 in brand awareness, is the most recognized name in real estate, and is the most respected in the industry. In this market, if you dream big, you need to move fast. So it makes perfect sense to contact Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate, 570-344-6724, and visit jready.com. That's JRUDDY.com. We're back with more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, in with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor.
And we're back.
With Jenna Urban, who co-owns LMJ Sheds with her husband, Bob Urban. They're located in Dunmore and Lake Ariel and soon to be Montrose. Thanks for being here with us, Jenna. Believe it or not, we've been on the air. What is it? I lose track. 13 years?
13 years. Oh, my God.
We've never talked about sheds. And we've talked about probably everything else and more regarding real estate, but never.
We've talked about the ghosts that might be haunting your shed, but
yeah, but they're so popular, and people can now customize, and that's a lot of our discussion today is on customization of sheds. Make it anything that they want, and it's an extension of the house. They can make it look just like the house, right?
Right, exactly.
All right.
So they prep the site. You got to have the site. It's got to be prepped and it's got to be level.
Right.
So you said you have garages?
We do.
So I could put my car in one of these?
Yes. You could.
No.
Yes. Did you hear? She said yes.
I say no.
They are single car garages. Yes.
What if I put two of them together?
Then that would be a double.
Then it
car
would be
garage.
a double. Then it would be one long one.
Actually, you could do that.
Right.
Because
Have
they do
doors
go
on each side.
They do go up to 40 feet.
Are you listening to this, dear? Isn't this a
14
great idea?
wide, but 40 feet long. So you could actually have two cars go in there.
Nice. And then you could have like a half of a man cave and then, a half for your garage.
Yes, we've actually had people, come up and ask for estimates on that. They've purchased a piece of property and they wanted to put a garage, but they wanted to live on the other side. So we kind of, designed it out and laid it out for them. Unfortunately, funding fell through, but it was something that, it was really cool because I'm like, you basically could live on the other side of the garage,
Speaking of funding, how does someone pay for these? Because they can get really expensive quickly.
Yes, so they could add up, especially with the customization and adding, because a standard shed comes with, a double door and one window, and the barn style comes with the loft. And for a shed style, it would be additional. So it can add up. So we have a variety of payment options. We work with Green Sky Financing that you could finance the shed up to 120 months at 9.99%. And we also have a great rent-to-own program that basically, 24, 36 months, there's no money down. So you could walk away and not have a payment for 30 days. 48 and 54 months, first payments due at purchase. However, it is like a mortgage. You are going to pay, like people kind of get very shocked with like the sticker price when they add up that rent to own, but you're basically, renting it to own it. So it's going to be a higher interest rate, but there is no penalty for early payoff. So if you were going to do the longer time frame, but then pay it off, then you're obviously not paying that huge amount.
Right. And go for the longer, for the less amount due every month. And then when you have extra, you hit it.
Right. Exactly.
All right. That makes sense. Very good. Jenna Urban, co-owner of LMJ Sheds, co-owning it with your husband, Bob Urban. How does that work out, working together?
It works out. It does. So, we kind of piggyback off of each other.
I have no idea about this. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's good. I'm sure like you guys, like our meeting is, in the morning when we're having our coffee, watching the news, it's, where am I going today? And a lot of, text messages back and forth and, whiteboards of who's going where.
Well, I get told where to go in the morning.
Yeah. So, I rely on him to do a lot of my estimates for the shed pads and to get the pad in before we have delivery. So it's just kind of updating him on knowing when deliveries are being made and so forth, and getting out there to get the estimates done.
You're a great team and make it work, right?
We do.
And
we do.
You're going to do something exciting at the Dunmore location. You're now doing something, right?
We are.
That's involving a shed.
Yes.
Go figure.
Yes. So one of the things, like when I got into selling the sheds, I'm not the type of person that can just sit in one spot for like 8 hours and wait for people to show up, right? So I do a lot of stuff online. I do a lot with the website, Google Business, and that's my background as an IT. So in order to do that, I don't feel like I need to be on the lot. But I have 3 kids, so I'm busy with them. And, I was talking with my husband, and I was like, I can't just sit there. Like, what am I going to do with the kids and this and that? So he was like, oh, well, why don't we put an ice cream stand and put it in a shed? So I was like, oh, okay, that could work. So we are in the process of, we're having it built right now. It's going to be a 14 by 40 shed, and 8 feet will be my office. So I'll be able to, be there for customers. And then my kids will be able to sell ice cream next door to me.
Right. And these lots that you have currently in Lake Ariel and Dunmore, they have many different shapes, styles, and size sheds for people to just walk around and look.
And they're always open. Yeah. So we keep them open. So, because I think a lot of times people like to just kind of go up and browse. And then we recommend, calling us and setting up an appointment or emailing us with pictures of the ones that you liked. And it's good to kind of walk through and see the quality of them and see what you like, especially when a lot of people don't think they want the barn style, but when you step into a barn style and you see the loft and the storage above, it kind of,
makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah. Because you want to maximize your storage, right? That's why you're purchasing a shed. So we've never had anybody say like, I wish I went smaller.
No, usually I wish I went bigger, right?
Yeah, I've looked at some of these at some of the big box stores. And I go to car shows and they're right there. I've walked in, I've looked at them. I says, these things don't look so hot.
No.
So, but yours are would you say yours are a higher quality?
They are. We have a higher quality. We have hurricane ties to make sure that there's no damage, with wind and so forth, depending on where you live. The quality of the building itself, it's made by Amish. So we know that the Amish know what they're doing, right? Compared to the big box stores, which they try to lower the price, but it's something that you may have to buy a new one in a couple of years. We offer a 50-year warranty on the flooring, anything that, as long as it's not like a car driving into it, most of it's covered. So if something goes wrong, you just contact us or you contact Sheds Direct, and then they will send the builder out to fix it.
Oh, very good.
Great stuff. Jenna Urban, co-owner of LMJ Sheds, co-owning it with your husband, Bob Urban. How does someone get in touch with LMJ Sheds?
Sure. You could visit us online at lmjsheds.com, or you could give us a call, 570-218-8003. Extension 1 for Dunmore, extension 2 for Lake Ariel. Again, 570-218-8003.
And soon, option 3 will be Montrose.
Montrose.
All right. Good stuff. Would you come back next week, please?
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. Pat?
Yes, we have a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse at 623 Wintermantle Avenue in Scranton for only $175,000. This lovely home, it was built in 2006. It has amazing views of the city from Scranton's East Mountain. This home has an open floor plan with hardwood floors, central air conditioning, a new heating system, a private rear deck, along with a built-in garage with plenty of off-street parking. So if you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse, give us a call about 623 Wintermantle Avenue in Scranton for $175,000. And that's listed by Connie Seagraves of our office.
Thank you, Pat. I have in my hands something I received in the mail, and it's a tax refund.
Oh, no.
And it's from the Department of Employee Retention Credit, tax notice. I am eligible for a tax credit of $270,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I get that too?
Yeah, and and they call every day too, our office. So this is for businesses affected by COVID-19, and I can get a tax credit of $26,000 per employee, and no restrictions on the use of the tax refund, and any past PPP loan does not affect this tax refund. Well, I've got news for them. It shouldn't, because I didn't receive a dime from PPP. And I don't have employees. But I still get $270,000. And I just have to go to this website.
Give me your social security number.
That's probably it, my date of birth and all that kind of good stuff. And it looks very official, doesn't it?
Oh, sure.
It's a scam. It's a scam. So I just like to tell people about these things. It seems like we tell people every week, right?
Yep.
And that's a shame. Okay, thanks for tuning in to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate. Remember, Tune in next Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. for more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker.